Welcome to this update from the conference office. As you would be aware, as of Sabbath the 6th of June, groups of up to 50 people can now meet for worship in our churches across the conference. And this doesn't include the speaker or the pastor and the worship leaders. However, social distancing rules still apply, that is keeping 1.5 metres apart from people who aren't members of your direct family and allowing 4 square metres per person for each person attending the service. In addition to the normal hygiene rules, there are some additional regulations that now apply, and that is keeping a register or a list of every person who attends each worship service, noting down the name and a contact detail such as an email or a mobile phone number so that there can be contact tracing should the need arise. We want to continue to protect every person who comes to our local churches, particularly those in the vulnerable age groups or those with pre-existing medical conditions. But we praise God for this easing of restrictions and know that some churches already have started meeting together in our conference or are planning to do so over the coming weeks. One of the implications of the coronavirus, as you're well aware, is that we have been unable to hold any large-scale events such as Big Camp or Grey Nomads. However, we are really excited to announce that today, subject to further easing of the government restrictions, that we are planning a family camp over the Labor Day weekend of 2 to 5 of October. Now in the conference calendar, that's the weekend of the Pathfinder Camporee, which was going to be held inland from Kempsey. However, in working with the Youth Department, the Pathfinder Camporee will now be held at Stewart's Point. So we'll be joining together and inviting people of all ages from all of our churches right across the conference to come together at Stewart's Point that weekend. We will have combined worship services. We will have workshops. Better Books and Foods will be moving their store up to the campground, so you'll be able to access all of the normal specials that they have during the course of a normal big camp. So we're inviting you to join us for this family camp and excited to share this news with you today. Why not put it down in your calendar and save that date? And we will be sending out detailed information very shortly about how you can join us for that weekend. The other reason we're wanting to get together to celebrate is that 100 years ago to the month, in October 1920, the North New South Wales Conference was voted and officially formed. So this year is our centenary celebration. Over the course of the family camp weekend, we want to take the opportunity to remember how God has led and blessed this conference over the last 100 years. And we want to invite you to join us for the birthday celebration. And finally, we want to praise God for His leadership and for His blessing in our conference during these difficult times. Thank you to you as church members for your faithfulness and your dedication, your ongoing financial support with your tithes and offerings. And with the Big Camp appeal, even though we didn't have a big camp, but through this special offering, well in excess of $300,000 has been raised for evangelism, for frontline evangelistic programs in this conference. And we want to thank you for your generosity and for your commitment to mission. Thanks again for watching this presentation, and we look forward to meeting you later this year, subject to the easing of coronavirus guidelines, up at Stewart's Point the weekend of October 2 to 5 for our centenary celebrations. May God continue to richly bless you and your family.